Hey guys, so we have to talk about the Watch What Happens Live that took place after this latest episode of Vanderpump Rules, because none other than Lisa Vanderpump herself was the guest. Now, she hasn't been at the clubhouse, is that what they call it, for over a year, and this is her big return, which was like in the perfect time because this week was pretty much the perfect week for her to come. She was by herself, of course, because she really doesn't need anyone next to her, and they got straight into it. Andy asked what in the world is going on, and she said that honestly it was like a punch in the gut when she heard the news. Like, it was so unexpected. Andy, along with the questions, said, did you see anything? Did you see anything that might have suggested something was going on? And she said, absolutely nothing. Like, she's an executive producer, so she, as apart from being on the show, she also is like, looking at the show and the rough cuts, whatever. So she didn't see anything. Like, there's no way anybody could have known. And one of the things that just blows her mind is that it wasn't just like, oh, they hooked up one night, they were drunk, whatever. No, this has been an ongoing secret relationship for months. And I mean, at this point, it is in accusations. They have both admitted it. And she says that, you know what, we're going to have a very intense sit down at this upcoming reunion where we're going to have to know the what, the when, the where, the why, everything, because they're going to have to explain, because they've been caught, they've admitted it. Now tell your side and say what you did and how you did it. Andy is asking her if she's surprised by just the big reaction that the fans have had, because I mean, you guys have been on Twitter, Instagram, it's been explosive, people have strong opinions, and she says that it doesn't surprise her, but she does want to clarify something. First and foremost, she is against this called cancel culture. If it's someone who did something egregious, like, crimes against humanity, then yes, cancel them. But this, you guys, and I'm going to have to agree with her. I know that a lot of you guys are like going in on Raquel. People are doing videos saying that the attack that she did on her is fake, this and that. At the end of the day, it's not the first time someone has been cheated on, and it's not going to be the last. They did something horrible, but they didn't end anybody's life. It's part of the show. Raquel is basically joining the party late because every single person on that cast has had something like this happen, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I really don't like Lala, James Kennedy, Kristen, all these people going on social media, giving their 2 cents, acting all tough and mighty, when all of them have done the exact same thing. It's par for the course. Andy also asked LVP if her view has changed on Kristen because of what Tom Sandoval just did, and she said hell no, which I agree with her. There was also talks about Kristen making an appearance this season. I don't want to see it because I don't care. She can stay gone. But you guys, moving on to something a little bit different. This is why I love LVP. She said, again, when she was talking about what's going on, she said, please, nobody, I know y'all are mad, whatever, don't be going to Tom-Toms, restaurants, places of business, destroying them, because nobody deserves that vitriol except Lisa Rinna and Kyle. She said it in a joking way, of course, but just the fact that she threw that little shade in there was everything. And then before you know it, she is clowning Andy Cohen and saying that it was about damn time that he fired Lisa Rinna. And she says, did she leave or did y'all fire her? And Andy, he doesn't really know what to say, so he's like, she was put on a pause. And then Lisa Vanderpump says, boy, I know you fired her, and it's about damn time you did. And then one of the questions was, would you come back to Beverly Hills now that Lisa Rinna is gone? And Lisa Vanderpump says, well, the door has always been open. Andy has told me that, and they're off to a good start. They fired Lisa Rinna. They just got a couple more they got to get rid of course, referring to Kyle and Erika. It was so funny. And then it actually turns out that she met Sutton in Paris, and she actually ran into Lisa Rinna at Paris as well. And Andy was like, did you talk to her? She was like, oh no, I was like in the middle of a full French conversation, and she was in the background doing some weird things. So I was here for the shade. I was here for the dragging because, I mean, LVP, she deserves to have this little moment of glory because those women treated her horribly. But I just thought it was hilarious, and I thought it was a great way for her to come back into the Watch What Happens Live. But as far as going back to the Vanderpump Rules drama, Andy kind of gives her props because he says, wow, like when you pitched this show 10 seasons ago, you knew that this was going to be something special, and it's kind of amazing. And yeah, I mean, I think LVP is a mastermind when it comes to these types of things like businesses and whatnot. And they also asked, where's the show gonna go from here? Because this is not something small. She kept reiterating, it's not like they just hooked up. Again, we're talking about a years long relationships between Sandoval and Ariana, and like for it to just be broken, that's a big deal. So she says they don't know. We're gonna have to wait to see what happens to the reunion to see what's going to happen after. But as far as that is concerned, that is what happened on this episode of Watch What Happens Live. You guys need to go see it because it was funny and I was living for it. But let me know your comments and what did you think about Lisa Vanderpump on this episode. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on next time. Have a great one. Bye.